Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the.
I mean, it's uncanny. So yeah, I would think. I mean, battered, both battered, exhausted. Like, you know, it was a brutal.
Teofimo Lopez is in serious condition after the Shakur Stevenson fight, following a tough defeat at the hands of Shakur Stevenson. Lopez's night took a worrying turn. He sustained a serious eye injury that required immediate hospitalization. The dominant performance by Shakur left Lopez vulnerable, and fans are shocked seeing such a talented fighter so badly hurt. This fight not only marked a loss, but a dangerous chapter in Lopez's career. Boxing revealed that Lopez is facing serious health concerns following his loss to Shakur Stevenson. While the details remain unclear, the video he shared underscores just how severe the situation is. Fans are left concerned, realizing this isn't just about a fight. It's a reminder of the brutal toll boxing can take. The severity of Lopez's condition adds a sobering layer to what was already a historic night for Shakur.
Has serious health conditions. What kind? I don't know. He didn't go into specifics, but I think he posted this video to show the severity, the seriousness of what's going on.
Even though Teofimo Lopez showed heart, the damage he took against Shakur Stevenson was brutal. Stevenson's jab and precision opened a deep cut above Lopez's left eye. Blood streamed down his face by the later rounds as he struggled to mount a defense. This injury wasn't minor. It was the kind that sent Lopez into medical care after the bout, forcing doctors to monitor him closely and keep him hospitalized because of the severity of the trauma.
Despite the outcome, I don't think he looked great in the fight. He was missing, and his timing seemed off. He was doing some weird.
Showed just how brutal Shakur Stevenson's dominance was over Teofimo Lopez. Every time Lopez tried to rise, he was met with precise punishment, worsening the swelling and injury around his eye. It would have been easy to stay down, but Lopez's courage couldn't hide the danger. Later hospitalization confirmed just how serious the damage was, highlighting the high cost of facing a fighter like Shakur.
When he was getting hurt, he kept getting up and he showed heart. You know, it probably would have been easy to stay down and not get your teeth shoved into your fucking back.
On Shakur's victory, couldn't stop praising the sheer dominance Stevenson displayed. Every punch landed with precision, and his jab and footwork made Teofimo Lopez's already injured eye even more vulnerable. Hearn highlighted Shakur's timing, fitness, and complete music skill set, showing why Lopez was overwhelmed and ultimately hospitalized. This wasn't just a win. It was a masterclass that left Lopez in serious condition and the boxing world in awe.
I was just thinking, Shakur looked strong. You know, Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point, his footwork was incredible. It's his timing, it's his fitness.
Claressa Shields reacted to Shakur's masterclass win versus Teofimo and immediately noticed the brutal reality of the fight. She pointed out how Shakur's jab to the body and head left blood on the canvas, a vivid sign of the damage Lopez sustained. This wasn't just athleticism on display. It was precision that turned Lopez's eye injury into a serious medical concern, highlighting the dangerous dominance of Stevenson in the ring.
I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is stoppage. I can't ask.
Shakur Stevenson, in his first words after dominating Teofimo Lopez, reflected on the damage he inflicted. He confirmed landing sharp lefts to the body and head, including shots that worsened Lopez's eye injury. Stevenson's precision and strength left Lopez hospitalized after the fight. It was more than a victory. It was a calculated dismantling, showing how skill and timing can turn a competitive fight into a career-ending night.
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I heard him a couple times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great...
Daniel Jacobs reacted to Shakur dominating Teofimo and highlighted the stark difference in skill. Every jab and combination targeted Lopez's weaknesses, especially the already injured eye, leaving him struggling and eventually hospitalized. Jacobs emphasized that this wasn't about grit or heart. It was sheer talent on display. Shakur's clinical performance exposed Lopez completely. Music, turning the bout into a masterclass while sending a chilling reminder of boxing's brutal consequences.
Teofimo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur. And I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk. Been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set, and that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit, it wasn't about heart, it was about sheer talent. And
Bruce Carrington reacted to Shakur dominating Teofimo Lopez and couldn't stress enough how effortless Stevenson made it look. Every time Lopez tried to engage, he left openings that Shakur's reflexes and countering punished mercilessly. Lopez's attempts to adjust, turning southpaw or doubling up, were useless against Shakur's precision. The damage, especially around Lopez's eye, was obvious, and it's no surprise he ended up hospitalized. From round one, Shakur controlled the pace, showing why he's considered one of boxing's most music-complete and dangerous fighters.
He made it easy. I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. That's not going to, you're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him.
Coach Wally on Shakur's win emphasized that this was a legacy-defining performance. Stevenson not only secured another title at 140 pounds, but he did so by dismantling Lopez with surgical precision. Every jab and every counter worsened Lopez's injuries, leaving him struggling and later hospitalized. Wally highlighted Shakur's timing, fitness, and skill, noting that this victory wasn't just another win. It cemented his dominance and left fans and analysts alike in awe of how easily he controlled a fighter as talented as Lopez.
Oh man, I'm very excited. You know, I said this was another legacy fight for him, and
Absolutely.
he got a chance to, you know, establish his legacy once again, winning another title at 140 pounds. So I'm very enthusiastic about his future and very proud of his performance.
Devin Haney reacted to the fight, noting that something looked off about Lopez from the start. Shakur capitalized on that immediately, landing crisp shots that further injured Lopez's eye and left him visibly hurt. Haney highlighted how focused and dominant Stevenson was, turning the bout into a clinical dismantling. Music Lopez's resilience was admirable, but Shakur's skill, timing, and counters made it clear why Lopez ended up hospitalized. This performance elevated Shakur's status and reminded everyone why he's one of boxing's most feared fighters.
What did you make of it?
At the end of the day, if you look at interviews before the fight, I was saying that, you know, something looked off about him. He looked like he just wasn't really focused on the fight. He said my name before the fight more than he even said.
Bruce Carrington on Shakur's performance praised Stevenson's complete dominance. Music from the first round, Shakur's reflexes and countering kept Lopez on the back foot, unable to mount any effective offense. Every jab and combination further damaged Lopez's already compromised eye, a key reason for his hospitalization afterward. Carrington noted how effortless Shakur made it look, turning a potentially competitive fight into a showcase of precision, timing, and skill, solidifying Stevenson's reputation as a top-tier, dangerous, and complete fighter in the sport.
Shakur looked phenomenal, you know, dominant performance. What do you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. That's not going to, you're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his counter
Watching Shakur Stevenson tear through Teofimo Lopez, Claressa Shields couldn't hide her emotions. She highlighted how Shakur dominated 11 of 12 rounds, controlling every exchange with surgical precision. Lopez struggled to keep up, his eyes swelling from the repeated, accurate shots, a reminder of how brutal the fight had been. Stevenson's footwork, timing, and devastating combinations left him hospitalized after the bout. Shields' music praised not just the win, but the masterclass in skill and focus, emphasizing how Shakur's story of perseverance and brilliance continues to shine, cementing his place as one of boxing's elite, unstoppable forces.
4-1, emphatically. 119, I think, to 109 was the scorecard, so basically like 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, shout out to New York. The true Bruce Carrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him. Been watching him fight the undercard and all this stuff forever. And the typical world champion fight, I was bawling, I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. He shine every time he come out to see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get a 12th round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz.
Edgar Berlonga broke down Shakur's relentless dominance, noting how effortlessly Stevenson picked apart Lopez round after round. Each strike seemed calculated, targeting weaknesses and worsening the eye injury that eventually landed Lopez in the hospital. Berlonga marveled at Shakur's skill, calling him a rare talent whose precision and control turned every fight into a statement. Music, what stood out most, he said, was how Shakur combined power, timing, and intelligence, leaving Lopez overwhelmed. This wasn't just a victory. It was a display of why Stevenson is one of the most feared and technically gifted fighters in the sport today.
He worked. My brother Shakur spanked his ass 12 rounds like I told him he would. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my brother, man. He did his thing, man. What stood out the most with Shakur right now? Say it again? What stood out the most with Shakur? Huh? What stood out the most with Shakur tonight versus Teofimo? Wait, what you said? What stood out the most? Oh, Shakur. I already knew he was going to box his ass out. Like, he was going to box him out. Easy work, you know what I'm saying? Shakur's a special talent in the sport of boxing, man. And he's been like that since the amateur.
Stage, bro, I'm just going crazy. Like, oh, he's beating him up. It's easy work. Like, he's beating Teo up. Like, it's not even a close fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just happy for him. Super happy for him.
Man, he called out Conor Ben. You guys both trying to maybe co-main and main event in the UK with all these UK guys?
Hey, man, how big this event was, bro. Like,
when people talk about it,
I ain't tripping.
Expected to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. It like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur. Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4-division world champion.